Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I want to do an eye look with the new palette from Juvia's Place, and this is called the Vanessa times Juvia's Place palette. It is a very beautiful palette. This is brand new from Juvia's Place. It was $15 on the website. I'm not sure if they already have it at Ulta. When it first was released, which was pretty recent, I think I received it in the mail from them like sometime last week. It was not available at Ulta, but this is super pretty, so I want to create a look with it today. And I do have a couple of other Juvia's Place products that I want to use. I have a highlighter, which is very pretty, and I have two blushes. I have this one, which is like a peach, and then this one, which is a lot more pigmented, but if you go very lightly, it looks very pretty. And then I have a couple of lipsticks that once the look is finished, we can decide, or I can decide which one I want to wear. So I'm going to scoot you up a little closer and we're going to get started. Alright, so we're going to start with clipping my hair so that it doesn't bother me when I'm trying to put my makeup on. And let me see. I think I want to start right off the bat with this one right here, this little pretty orange. It looks super pretty. And let me get a fluffy brush. I'm going to use this one right here by, it's one of those Miss Glam ones. Oh, look, I was going to use this mirror. I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, the color is called Stush. And the different shades are, this was Extra, Perfectionist, BSG, Busy, Stush, and Aqua, AKUA. Now, if BSG is a bad thing, I don't know, so I'm sorry if it is. I don't know what it stands for. So we're going to start with that orangey one, okay? And I'm just dipping very lightly because usually Juvia's Place is very pigmented. And what I have on my eyes right now is just a little bit of concealer. To tell you the truth, I didn't even set it with a powder, which I usually do because mature eyes, I mean, I know a lot of the younger girls don't set their concealer because they like it, or primer because they like it, you know, kind of sticky. But I feel that on my mature eyes, it works better if I do set my eyes, because then the brush glides a little easier instead of dragging on the eye. But Juvia's Place is pretty pigmented, and you really don't need to go very hard on the eyeball or on your eyes, so eyelid. So it should work. Very pretty. I like it. They have one of the best formulas out there, and they're so affordable. You know, if you can spend, oh, see, it's creasing a little bit, and I just put it on too. If you want a palette that is, you know, pigmented, it's gonna last on your eyes, easy to blend, you know, you don't have to work super hard. I'm gonna take it in a little further than I normally do. I usually don't take it all the way to like the beginning of my brow, but I'm doing it a little different today. I don't know why. I just am. And but anyways, if you want something that's really nice, and they have really good sales all the time, you know, Ulta puts them like 40% off quite often. So this is definitely a brand that I don't have any doubts on recommending to anyone. I have never ever used a Juvia's Place palette that I have been unhappy with, and I own quite a few of them. So okay, I'm going to go into the dark brown now with the same brush, and I just want to darken the outer, people say outer V, but I don't really do a V. I just put it there, and then with whatever's left on my brush, kind of go on the crease, just a little lower than where the first color was, the first shade. So we have been having some amazing weather in Florida. It has been like at night it goes down to like in the 40s, but during the day it's like in the low 70s, which is so amazing. That's the kind of weather that I wish we had year round, because it's just perfect. You can sit outside, and when the weather this time of the year, there's no mosquitoes, and it's just so nice to be able to sit outside and have a glass of wine or have a cup of coffee, or you know, just relax. And I love this time of the year. This time of the year, and around September, October, November. Sometimes in September is still a little hot for us, but once in a while we get like a, you know, like a cooler evening that you can actually enjoy some time outside, and it's just so nice. All right, so now I want to use, I think I want to use this one right here. It looks interesting. It almost looks like a Huda palette, Huda Beauty kind of shade. Has like it almost looks like a rose gold, and I like the way that pink and brown looks together. So, and it does have like a little bit of a, like I said, like a little bit of a rose gold in it. So I think that's pretty. So is the other one. This one is the Perfectionist, and the one next to it, Extra, looks very pretty also. Very creamy. I'm going to put the Extra on the outside to see what it looks like. I'm going to grab the same brush and kind of just blend. I am going to take a flat brush, and I'm going to go into this one right here, the one that is called Extra, this one right here, and let's see how extra it is. So I'm still going through all my stuff. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is pretty. Wow, it didn't look that pink. But that is really pretty. I'm going to take it a little bit over the other one. I'm still going through my stash and trying to pull out things that I want to get rid of, or I have a lot that I need to try and decide what I'm going to do with it. But it feels good. It feels good to actually go through my drawers and organize things. Make sure that, you know, all my palettes from the same brand are together. And you know, sometimes when you're in a hurry, I'm going back to my original brush. When you're in a hurry, you kind of put things in your drawer and you say, oh, I'll put it where it goes in a minute, and that minute becomes days and weeks. And okay, I'm going to take a, let me see, this brush right here. It's like an angle brush, and I'm going to go to the first shade that I use, the Stush, which is the orange, and kind of go over it again to kind of bring it back a little bit. Now I don't have anything to go in my brow bone, so I'm just going to use a little bit of my highlighter in there. This is really pretty though. I like that. Okay, and now I'm going to take this little brush right here. See what it's like. This is a, I think this is a Luxie brush, yes. And I'm going to take the brown, the dark brown, and just bring it under my eye, my lower lash line. And I'm going to get a little more and just kind of like let it show up a little more here. Okay. No fallout whatsoever, which is another wonderful thing about Juvia's Place, that you actually have like no fallout. Now, you know, sometimes if you put a lot of product on your brush, you could end up with a lot of fallout. But I like to build my shadows. I don't like to start with a lot of product on my brushes to avoid fallout, because I always do my eyes first and then I do my face. All right, so I think this is all I am doing for my eyes. Let me get the highlighter really quick and just kind of finish that off. And this is the highlighter, and it's in the shade. It doesn't, it just says volume 3. It doesn't give me a shade. I'm just gonna grab a little bit on the brush and that's my dad watching TV. Feels like I went a little out on this one with my a little further out. All right, so I am going to put on some mascara. I am going to use the Lancome Seals Booster primer and the how do you call this, a Thrive mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is the eye look with the mascara. Now we're gonna go ahead and finish the face. So the bronzer, I don't have a bronzer by Juvia's Place. The one I'm going to use is by Clarence, and I think this was a limited edition bronzer, and I really do love it because I don't like super dark bronzers, and this one is just perfect for me because it is not dark. I can just use all 3 colors and it's like the perfect tone for me. It works, yeah, it works really nice. I love this brush for my bronzer because I don't have a really long face, so if I'm not careful, I'll end up with my bronzer really low, and then it's like my entire cheek is kind of bronzed, and I don't like that. And I don't use bronzer all the time, to hear the truth, and I hardly ever use any there because I usually have bangs or something and you can't see it. All right, so I think I am going to use the darker, more pigmented blush, and I'm just gonna go, oh, look at that. I'm gonna bounce it a little bit on, I have like a little, these things that come in Boxycharm. I like to put it on my table so I can wipe my brushes, or this has a mirror, but I think I need a bigger mirror. Or, you know, take the excess makeup off. And I pretty much get them every month, so I can just change them around. So see, I mean, if you kind of like are careful, it gives you a pretty blush, and it's not way too much. But I mean, all you have to do is like once, because this is like some serious color. But the nice thing is that it works for different skin tones. So if you're darker skin tone, then you know, it would work for you also, which is nice. And we all know that Juvia's Place is very inclusive. All right, so I think I can take that off now. Now I'm going to put a little bit of the highlighter on. And I'm going to use this brush by Sigma, and this is the, it says it's the blend concealer, but it's kind of big for the concealer, so I like it for highlighter actually. And this is the Sigma F64, and this is the Juvia's Place highlighter. And we're just gonna go lightly because I don't like blingy highlighter. I like it subtle. What happened to my lashes there? Kind of like went sideways. Uh-oh. Let me fix that. I love this mascara. And this one, you don't have to worry about your lower lashes smudging, because it's a 2B mascara and it doesn't smudge. I think it's because my hair is going on it and it's moving it around. Okay. Alright, so now for finishing powder, I want to use my Laura Mercier. This is another product that I found lost in my drawer. So I'm just going to grab my powder brush and just kind of pounce it and just kind of go lightly all over my face. This is a beautiful powder. It doesn't give you any, I don't know, it just gives you a pretty finish. And I love it. This one and the MAC one are really amazing. I also have one by Milani that is really, really good, and it's a lot more affordable. Okay, now I do have a setting spray, and I'm going to use my powder brush. I'm going to spray my brush and kind of go all over my face. I love this technique. It doesn't disturb your makeup. It doesn't do anything to your mascara. It's genius. Alright, and now for lips. Okay, so here, let me take this off. I want to show you the two different lip shades that I have. I have this one here, just very pretty, which is called Kebi, K-E-B-I, and this one is called a Mauve Moment. Oh, that's pretty too. I think I'm gonna go with the lighter one, a Mauve Moment. And I did bring a lip liner. Here it is. And this is by Lancome, I believe Lancome. Estee Lauder, and is in the color Spice. This is so creamy. It is a matte lipstick, but it's not dry at all. Very pretty shade. So anyway, guys, I used every shade in the palette except for this one here. And this is what it looks like. Which would also make a nice shade for your crease. But I like this one. I like the way that this look came out. So what do you think? Another hit by JUVIA'S. They hit it out of the park again with another beautiful palette. And this is super, super nice. Let me see if I can, let me take my sleeve out. I'm going to swatch both of these special shades so that you see how pretty they are. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Look at that. How pretty are they? The one on the top closer to my knuckles is the one I have in the center of my eyelid. And the one on the bottom is the one that I have on the inner side of my eyelid. And the little palettes do not have a mirror, but that's fine. It doesn't really, that doesn't make it or break it for me. So anyway, guys, I hope, let me move you back, scoot you back. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have this palette. Are you going to get it? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If you don't want to spend the $15, you can just wait till they have a sale. Or until they carry it at Ulta, and Ulta will send you like a 20%, or like I said, they put the JUVIA'S place on sale quite often, like 40% off. But I definitely recommend it. It is beautiful. And I really did love, or do love, the blush. I mean, look how pigmented it is, but it, you know, it doesn't look bad when you sheer it out. It looks very pretty. And the other one's like a peach. And as you can see, that's a lot. That's very pigmented also. But look how pretty it is when you sheer it out. I mean, this is still, it looks pretty pigmented on my, this is the one I have on. but as you can see, if you put just a little bit on, it really doesn't look like a lot on your face. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing week, a weekend, evening, whenever it is that you're watching this. I love you, and I will see you on my next one. Bye. Mwah.